Hello everyone, and welcome to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. This podcast is for English learners at the B1 and B2 levels who want to improve their listening, build confidence in speaking, and practice English naturally. In today's lesson, we'll do 3 things. Practice listening comprehension with everyday dialogues. Learn fluency techniques to expand your answers. Do speaking practice with role plays and shadowing. So, let's get started. Part 1. Everyday dialogue. Emma. Listen to this short conversation between 2 friends at a cafe. Dialogue. A. Hi, do you come here often? B. Yes. I usually stop by after work. The coffee here is really good. A. Oh, nice. What's your favorite drink? B. I normally get a cappuccino, but sometimes I try something different, like a mocha. A. That sounds delicious. I think I'll try the cappuccino today. Now, let's check your understanding. What does person B usually order? What drink do they sometimes try? What does person A want to try today? Take a second to think about your answers. Pass. Now, shadow the dialogue with me. I'll read each line slowly, and you repeat after me. Reads dialogue again with pauses for repetition. Part 2. Fluency technique. Expanding answers. One way to sound more fluent is to give longer answers. Instead of just yes or no, add details. For example, question: Do you like coffee? Short answer: Yes. Expanded answer: Yes, I like coffee, especially in the morning, because it helps me wake up. Now your turn. I'll ask you some questions. Try to give longer answers. Do you enjoy watching movies? What's your favorite type of food? How do you usually spend your evenings? Pause after each question for listener to answer. Part 3. Role play. Let's role play. Imagine you're meeting a new classmate. I'll be the classmate. Answer my questions out loud. Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? Where are you from? That's great. What do you usually do in your free time? Good job. This is how you practice speaking with real-life situations. Part 4. Listening challenge. Now, listen to this short story. Last Saturday, I went to the park with some friends. The weather was sunny, so we decided to have a picnic. We brought sandwiches, fruit, and cold drinks. After eating, we played football and listened to music. It was a really fun day. Here are some questions. Where did I go last Saturday? What food and drinks did we bring? What activities did we do after eating? Think about your answers, and then try to retell the story in your own words. Part 5. Fluency boost. Connectors. To sound natural, you should use connectors. Here are some useful ones. First of all. After that. In addition. Finally. Example. First of all, I woke up late this morning. After that, I had breakfast quickly. In addition, I missed the bus. Finally, I arrived at work late. Now, try to make your own short story using these connectors. Amazing work today. In this episode, you practiced listening, shadowing, expanding your answers, role-playing, and using connectors. Remember, fluency comes from practice, not perfection. So, keep listening, keep repeating, and keep speaking every day. Thank you for joining me in the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with a friend who is also learning English. See you next time. Bye for now. Hello again, and welcome back to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. I'm Emma, and in today's episode, we'll keep building your confidence in English with listening practice, speaking drills, and fluency techniques. Here's what we'll do today. Listen to a dialogue at a train station. Practice asking for information. Learn some useful fluency phrases for everyday life. Do a listening challenge with a short story. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Part 1. Listening dialogue at the train station. Listen to this conversation between a traveler and a ticket clerk. Dialogue. Traveler. Excuse me, what time does the train to London leave? Clerk. It leaves at 10:45 from platform 3. Traveler. Great. How much is a return ticket? Clerk. A return ticket is £25. Do you want to buy one? Traveler. Yes, please. Can I pay by card? Clerk. Of course. Just tap your card here. Now, let's check your understanding. What time does the train to London leave? Which platform is it from? How much is a return ticket? Think about your answers. Now, let's shadow the dialogue together. Repeat each line after me. Reads dialogue slowly with pauses for repetition. Part 2. Speaking practice. Asking for information. In English, we often need to ask for information politely. Here are some useful phrases. Excuse me, could you tell me? Do you know where? I was wondering if. Could you please explain? Let's practice. Repeat after me. Excuse me. Could you tell me the way to the museum? Do you know where the nearest bus stop is? I was wondering if this seat is free. Could you please explain how to use this machine? Great. Now, try making your own sentences with these phrases. Part 3. Fluency phrases. Everyday English. To sound more fluent, use short, natural phrases in daily life. For example, that sounds good. I'm not sure, but let me think. Actually, I prefer. To be honest. Let's practice in mini dialogues. Mini dialogue 1. A. Do you want to go to the cinema tonight? B. That sounds good. Mini dialogue 2. A. Which do you like more, tea or coffee? B. Actually, I prefer tea. Now you try. Use these phrases when you answer simple questions. Part 4. Listening challenge. A short story. Listen carefully to this short story. Yesterday, I visited my cousin in another city. I took the train in the morning and arrived around 11 a.m. We went to a local market, had lunch at a small cafe, and walked around the old town. In the evening, I took the train back home. It was a simple but enjoyable day. Here are your questions. What time did I arrive in the other city? What did we do after arriving? How did I return home? Now, try to retell the story in your own words. Don't worry about making mistakes. Focus on fluency. Part 5. Speaking drill. Expand your story. Let's make the story longer with connectors. Listen and repeat. First of all, I took the train in the morning. After that, I arrived at 11 a.m. Then, we went to a local market. In addition, we had lunch at a cafe. Finally, I took the train back in the evening. Now, try telling your own short story about yesterday using these connectors. First of all, after that, then, finally. Fantastic work today. In this episode, you learned how to ask for information, practiced everyday fluency phrases, and improved your listening skills with a short story. Remember, fluency comes step by step. Keep practicing daily, and don't be afraid to speak out loud, even if you're alone. Thank you for listening to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend and subscribe for more lessons. See you in the next episode. Bye for now. Hello, and welcome back to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. I'm Emma, and today we're going to practice English in real-life situations. In this episode, you'll listen to a dialogue about going shopping for clothes. Practice useful shopping expressions. Learn how to give opinions naturally. Do a listening and speaking challenge. Let's begin. Part 1. Dialogue at a clothing store. Listen carefully to this short conversation. Dialogue. Customer. Excuse me, can I try this shirt on? Shop assistant. Of course. The fitting rooms are over there. Customer. Thanks. Do you have this in a larger size? Shop assistant. Yes, let me check. Here you are. This is a size medium. Customer. Perfect. How much does it cost? Shop assistant. It's £18. Customer. Great. I'll take it. Now, let's check your understanding. What does the customer want to try on? What size do they ask for? How much does the shirt cost? Think about your answers. Now, shadow the dialogue with me. Repeat each line after I read it slowly. Repeat dialogue with pauses for listener to shadow. Part 2. Useful phrases for shopping. Here are some phrases you can use when shopping for clothes. Can I try this on? Do you have this in another size? How much is it? Does it come in other colors? I'll take it. Repeat after me. Pause for listener repetition. Now, imagine you're in a store. Use these phrases to ask for what you want. Part 3. Fluency Practice. Giving opinions. When you're shopping or talking about clothes, you often need to give your opinion. Instead of just saying, "I like it," try using natural phrases. "I think it looks great." "It doesn't really suit me." "I'm not sure about the color." "It feels comfortable." "It's a bit too expensive." Mini practice. Question. Do you like this jacket? Answer. I think it looks great, but it's a bit too expensive. Now you try. Answer this question. Do you like this pair of shoes? Pause for listener response. Part 4. Listening challenge. A short story. Now, listen to this short story. Last weekend, I went shopping with a friend. We visited 3 different stores. In the first one, I bought a pair of jeans. In the second store, I found a jacket, but it was too expensive, so I didn't buy it. Finally, in the third store, I bought some new shoes. I was very happy with my shopping. Questions. How many stores did I visit? What did I buy in the first store? Why didn't I buy the jacket? What did I buy in the third store? Think about your answers. Pause. Now, try to retell the story in your own words. Part 5. Speaking drill. Connectors in action. Let's expand the story with connectors. Repeat after me. First of all, I visited a store and bought a pair of jeans. After that, I looked at a jacket, but it was too expensive. Finally, I bought some shoes in the third store. Now, make your own short shopping story using first of all, after that, finally, closing. Great work today. In this episode, you practiced shopping dialogues, useful expressions, giving opinions, and storytelling with connectors. Remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being confident and natural. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Thanks for listening to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend and subscribe for more English practice. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. I'm Emma, and today's episode is all about one of the most useful situations: ordering food in a restaurant. In this lesson you will listen to a restaurant dialogue, practice common expressions for ordering food, learn how to give polite responses, improve fluency with a short listening challenge. Let's begin. Part 1. Dialogue. Ordering at a restaurant. Here's a short conversation between a customer and a waiter. Listen carefully. Dialogue. Waiter. Good evening. Do you have a reservation? Customer. Yes, for 2 people. The name is Smith. Waiter. Perfect. Right this way, please. Here are your menus. Customer. Thank you. Could I have a glass of water to start? Waiter. Of course. Are you ready to order food? Customer. Yes. I'll have the grilled chicken with vegetables. Waiter. And for you, sir? Second customer. I'd like the pasta with tomato sauce, please. Waiter. Great. I'll bring your drinks and food shortly. Now, let's check your understanding. How many people are in the reservation? What does the first customer order? What does the second customer order? Think about your answers. Pass. Now, let's shadow the dialogue together. I'll read each line slowly, and you repeat after me. Repeat dialogue with pauses for listener. Part 2. Useful restaurant phrases. Here are some polite and useful expressions you can use in a restaurant. Could I see the menu, please? I'd like. Could I have? Can we have the bill, please? Everything was delicious. Thank you. Repeat after me. Pause for listener repetition. Now, try to make your own sentences with these phrases. Part 3. Fluency practice. Polite responses. In restaurants, you also need polite responses. Instead of just saying yes or no, you can say, yes, please. No, thank you. That's all for now, thank you. Could you recommend something? I'll think about it, thanks. Let's practice with a mini dialogue. Waiter. Would you like something to drink? You, yes, please. Could I have an orange juice? Now your turn. Answer this one. Waiter. Would you like dessert? Pause for listener response. Part 4. Listening challenge. Short story. Now, listen to this short story. Last Friday, I went to a new Italian restaurant with a friend. The waiter was friendly and gave us menus quickly. I ordered pizza, and my friend ordered spaghetti. We also shared a salad. The food was delicious, and the atmosphere was very nice. At the end, we asked for the bill and paid by card. Here are some questions. What kind of restaurant did I visit? What did I order? What did my friend order? How did we pay? Think about your answers. Pass. Now, try to retell the story in your own words. Part 5. Speaking drill. Connectors in action. Let's make the story more fluent with connectors. Repeat after me. First of all, we arrived at the restaurant and got the menus. After that, I ordered pizza, and my friend ordered spaghetti. In addition, we shared a salad. Finally, we paid the bill by card. Now, create your own short restaurant story using first of all, after that, in addition, finally, closing. Great job today. In this episode, you learned restaurant dialogues, polite expressions, and practiced storytelling with connectors. Next time you go to a restaurant, try to use these expressions in real life. The more you practice, the more confident you will feel. Thanks for joining me in the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with a friend who is learning English. See you in the next episode. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. I'm Emma, and in today's episode, we're going to practice a very common situation: making plans with friends. In this lesson, you will listen to a dialogue between two friends making plans. Learn useful expressions for suggesting and agreeing. Practice polite ways to refuse. Do a listening and speaking challenge. Let's get started. Part 1. Dialogue. Making weekend plans. Here's a short conversation between two friends. Listen carefully. Dialogue. Friend A: Hey, do you want to do something this weekend? Friend B: Sure. What do you have in mind? Friend A: How about going to the cinema on Saturday? Friend B: That sounds great. What time? Friend A: Let's go in the evening, around 7. Friend B: Perfect. Should we invite Sarah too? Friend A: Good idea. I'll message her. Now, let's check your understanding. What are the friends planning to do? What day are they going? Who else do they want to invite? Think about your answers. Now, let's shadow the dialogue together. Repeat after me, line by line. Repeat dialogue slowly with pauses. Part 2. Useful expressions for making plans. Here are some expressions you can use to make plans. Do you want to? How about? That sounds great. Perfect. Repeat after me. Pause for listener repetition. Now, try to use these expressions to invite a friend to do something. Part 3. Polite refusals. Sometimes you can't accept an invitation. Instead of just saying no, here are some polite ways to refuse. I'd love to, but I'm busy that day. Thanks, but I already have plans. I'm not sure. Maybe another time. I can't this weekend, but how about next week? Mini practice. Friend A: Do you want to come to the park tomorrow? I'd love to, but I already have plans. Now you try. Friend A: Do you want to play football on Sunday? Pause for listener response. Part 4. Listening challenge. Short story. Now, listen to this short story. Last Friday, my friend invited me to go to a concert. I really wanted to go, but I was busy with work. Instead, we made a plan to meet on Saturday. We went out for dinner and then watched a movie together. It was a fun and relaxing evening. Here are some questions. What did my friend invite me to do on Friday? Why couldn't I go? What did we do on Saturday? Think about your answers. Now, try to retell the story in your own words. Part 5. Speaking drill. Using connectors. Let's expand the story with connectors. Repeat after me. First of all, my friend invited me to a concert. However, I was busy with work, so I couldn't go. Instead, we made a plan for Saturday. After that, we went out for dinner and watched a movie. Finally, we had a relaxing evening together. Now, Try to tell your own short story about making plans with a friend. Use first of all, however, after that, finally, closing. Fantastic job today! In this episode, you practiced making plans, learned useful expressions for inviting, agreeing, and refusing, and worked on storytelling with connectors. Remember, conversations with friends are the perfect place to practice your English, because they're casual and fun. Thanks for listening to the Intermediate English Fluency Masterclass. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with someone who is also learning English. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.